Lauri Markkanen is in trade rumors, and with his skill set as a high-level off-ball player, he can fit into every NBA team's offense with ease. If there is a player to study on how to average 20 points a game without the ball in their hands, Lauri would be the number one guy I recommend people to watch. He put up 23 points and 8 rebounds on an efficient 63% true shooting and is one of the NBA's best three-point shooters, shot 40% from deep on the season on 8 attempts a game. He does a majority of his work off the catch, where on catch and shoot threes, he shoots 41%. Lauri is your ideal movement and stationary shooter. He can shoot it off from the corners, above the break, on the wings, just a threat from everywhere on the court as a three-point shooter. He moves well within off-ball screens, can come off pin downs, flares, and staggers, and since he is a legit 7-footer, he can get his shot off over anyone. He's also one of the best pick and pop and go screeners in the league, quick to set a screen and set up quickly for a shot on the pop. He has a good understanding of moving without the basketball and relocating to make himself available and space out the floor. Not just staying still, but knowing when to lift from a corner, slide down to a corner, flash to an open spot, and not clogging a lane. Just giving a teammate who is driving a better passing angle to give him the ball. You don't have to run anything too complex for him, and he's just one of the best in being quick to score in early offense situations, just a really elite play finisher. It's not just shooting for him, he's an active cutter and roamer. Oftentimes he gets top locked on screens, which opens up cuts to the rim. He is also a threat for backdoor cuts, 45 cuts, or face cuts, can execute any type of cut, and recognizes the right time and situation to cut. He's a threat to put back shots. He crashes the glass when a shot goes up. Not always successful on offensive rebounding opportunities, but there's a lot of effort there that he provides. And he has also shown he can be a player to play above the rim, converting alley-oop dunks off of cuts, and even throwing down some mean dunks off of attacking a closeout. Lauri provides value as a closeout attacker. He isn't a high-level self-creator, which does hold him back as a scorer and a playmaker. The handle is lacking, and he doesn't have the burst or shiftiness to get to the rim consistently, or is crafty with his dribble to create off-the-dribble shots. He also isn't a high-level passer, doesn't create too many advantages for himself that breaks down the defense and sends multiple bodies to him, and oftentimes he's attacking with his head down and doesn't always process a play quick enough to find the open guy. He doesn't create much shots off the dribble, strictly a catch and shoot threat or face-up threat, just much more effective as a player when he doesn't have to constantly pound the ball, but with limited dribbles and can attack in a straight line. But he does put a ton of pressure against a scrambling defense. If the defense closes out hard to him, he is very much capable of putting the ball down, attacking in a straight line, and finding an open teammate or getting a shot at the rim. As a screener, he's solid with his screening, but creates advantages for himself. He's not a brick wall as a screener. He functions as a solid slipper when the defense switches, which can open up quick mismatch attacks for him, which he has been good in attacking. He also provides some post play, can back down weaker players and get a clean hook shot off, or can face up and get off a quick jumper for himself. The mid-range can be a weapon for turnaround jumpers or quick pull-ups for himself. For a big guy, he's pretty quick in those attacks and has a soft touch around the rim, which makes him a big threat as a finisher inside. Very decisive player who takes smart shots for himself. He shoots efficiently at all three levels, 40% from 3, 44% in the mid-range, 70% at the rim per cleaning the glass. He would be effective on every single team in the league because his shots come within the flow of the offense, with a majority of his shots being assisted on. Now, Lauri Markkanen is a pretty average, serviceable defender. He's not good enough to be a high-level defender, but not bad enough to be a negative for a team. His best attributes come more so as a secondary rim protector. He doesn't have freakish length or is incredibly strong, but as a mobile 7-footer, he can work as a guy who can slide over and help on the back line and make key rotations. He's good enough to defend his own position and hold his own, but stronger players can out-muscle him sometimes. He's not quick enough to be switchable on the perimeter, much more of an interior and post defender. Lauri Markkanen is an elite off-ball player, a unique archetype player at his size. Within a high-level offense, he will pop a lot and does a good job feeding off from other players, while providing some interior creation.